starting this morning off. Good morning with estimate. We're actually not going to be doing this job that I talked about yesterday until after Thanksgiving if we close it, but we are here to do the estimate and give a price and see about this other project he wants us to take a look at.
Blowing it out, just take that blower and blow it right on out. It's gonna get dusty.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be dusty. For sure.
But this is the time of the year to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I would never go up there in July, August.
Oh, no, 100 degrees.
Gonna be removing all the insulation from this entire fucking attic.
Put out.
Okay.
Take a video real quick.
Is that like a work building?
Yeah, that's a little work building.
All right, we just put together, as you'll see in the previous clips, that's kind of what we're dealing with. A big overhang, aluminum overhang, which won't be a big deal removing it. It's more of just the area that it's in, but he's gonna be removing the fence so that we'll have more room. And then we'll be able to literally recycle the entire thing because it's all aluminum, and we'll get extra money because we'll be able to take it specifically to the aluminum pile rather than the regular scrap metal pile, so we won't have to pay to dispose. That one is going to take about 2 hours. Bid it at literally just once we get it down off the ground, pretty much cut it into pieces. Probably actually going to cut it into pieces while it's up there, so we'll do like sections, and so we'll cut it, you know, and then so like it's hard to explain anyway. So it's going to be, that's a $700 job or estimate, and we're sending 2 separate quotes, so that's $700. Then for the insulation removal, it's going to be a lot more fine details because we literally have to get a rental for an insulation remover vacuum, because otherwise we're going to be doing that by hand, and that shit would suck ass. Literally would suck ass. It's already going to suck ass because who wants to be in a dirty old attic? Not me, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And so we got to get a rental. The only company is Sunbelt, and that rental is 35 miles away, so it's gonna be an hour round trip. So we got to include gas, the rental, we got to include a buffer on the rental so we make additional money, travel time fee, fucking and then obviously the actual job, labor and disposal. So that job is coming out to around $1,550-ish. And so I just put together both those estimates. Gonna have Kyle send the quotes, and then we will see. We'll let you know how it goes. We also just received the $800 and some odd down payment for the job Monday that we're gonna be doing, and we already rented the U-Haul. So we are ready to get that shit going. Now it's food time. Starving. Fucking more beef and rice, you already know. I'm gonna have to meal prep soon. But more beef and rice, as you already know. Like I said, I've been using this cheese that I used for my taco meat last week to get rid of it. So it adds that little bit of extra calories, protein, whatever. I still need to warm it up a little bit more because I need to stir it. But we got some of that cranberry Elijah's hot sauce with ghost pepper and shit. Cheese, some cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper, salt, pepper, garlic, and some sour cream. And then once I stir this up, put it back in there, I'm going to basically have, Mexican rice by just eating this shit with chips and having a form of tacos, or nachos, even though it's not fully nacho, but basically a Mexican meal, so might as well fucking eat it like one. If you haven't noticed by now, Mexican food, like, I don't know what you would consider a pot pie, because pot pies are like, I could eat literally a pot pie every single fucking day for the rest of my life. Probably 2 or 3 of them every day. So I don't know what category that falls into. But that's probably my favorite food of all time. Fucking pot pies. Secondly, it's tied between pasta and Mexican food, because I love all different types of pastas, sauces, cheeses, whatever. And there's so many different variables and ways you can make it, as well as shit you can add to it. And then the same thing goes with Mexican food. There's so fucking much that you can do with it to make it different, and it still be awesome. Different foods, dressings, same thing as pasta. So many different options. So if I had to pick my 2 favorite foods ever, definitely gonna be Mexican food and Italian. 1000%.
Yeah, yeah, fuck, I feel like Frodo got the ring, I got the bags in. Yeah, fuck up out my way or your ass definitely get flattened. Yeah, fuck, I.
Well, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, man. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving up there.
Hey, yeah, I appreciate it, and you as well. And I was going to ask you, so you and Cecilia, are you, like, how are you all related again? Or are you guys business partners? Alright, bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Toad. You didn't have to lower the price either, right?
No, he was just asking about the using that blower. And
Yep.
I thought it was gonna be something like major.
So we just closed another job for the insulation that I told you about, $1,500. The overhang, he's gonna look at the quote, but he's not worried about getting that taken care of right now, because the overhang is a part of like a back outbuilding that's actually on the side of the house. So it's not really a part of the house, and he's more focused on getting the house set up so then he can rent it or sell it or whatever he's gonna do. So he literally just got the phone, Kyle did. We're about to get that 50% down deposit on, I think the total came out to $1,500 and some odd dollars. Get that down deposit. We'll go ahead and get the rental set up for from Sunbelt, so we can go ahead and have that reserved, and then game one, baby. Let's get that money. We'll probably yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Let's do that shit. So like I said on the other day, it's important to bid most of your jobs in person. Regardless, you should go to the majority of your jobs and take a look at everything, but there are going to be jobs such as this one where you simply can't just throw out a number on the spot. You have to figure out your numbers and what it's actually going to cost you. And if we would have thrown out some dumb number, we would have probably ended up losing money or not got the job, depending on if we were too low or too high. Because again, the rental that we need is not a very common rental when it comes to, it's called a insulation vacuum remover, or insulation removal vacuum, or some bullshit. Anyways, has big old hoses, and it's not a part of every rental place. Like United Rentals didn't have it, Herc Rentals didn't have it, so is what it is. So we are close the job. Gonna start that once we get back on back from our Thanksgiving job break, which is going to be, we'll be back on Monday, which is like the 27th, and then we'll be starting it or doing it on the 28th or 29th, and keep things rocking and rolling. So when that day comes, it's about a week and a half out, but when that day comes, we'll be fucking updating you on it. Just got back from a nice little walk and made a bunch more TikToks, because that's what I do. I make a bunch of TikToks, and it's been a fucking, even though it's been a rainy, boring day, it has been a successful day with $1,600 in deposits, fucking bunch of TikTok shop sales, sold some shit on Facebook Marketplace, sold this fucking baby's crib we had for like a month. Yeah, today's been a great fucking day. Got some laundry done. Sound like a damn housewife right now. I still need to make my fucking bed. Besides that, we are rocking and rolling. It's been a boring day, like I said, but it's been a successful day. We got big job Monday. We got big job coming up on the Tuesday after we get back from Thanksgiving. We're going to West Virginia for Thanksgiving this Tuesday, and that's all I really got for you, fam. Finished Blue Eyed Samurai, awesome fucking show. That's gonna be my last thing I say. Epic recommendations. So if you haven't watched that and you like anime, go peep that shit. I'm about to try to find something else on the fucking Netflix while I finish a couple other things, relax, and we'll see ya tomorrow, fam. Good night.